As I'm sure a lot of you guys know by now, Dubby has released his full gun wide trip scheme that he won the Madden Bowl with, and that he's still currently using, and quite frankly, still cooking people with it. You know, Gun Bunch is probably the best offense in the game. Gun Tight is very, very good. If you're really good at making reads and just have that extra something about yourself and about your game, then Tight and Bunch are going to be more suited for you. Now, if you're just an average player, okay, without any doubt, Dubby's gun wide trip scheme is the easiest to run with the most success. And in my belief, I haven't talked to Dubby about it, but my belief is that he runs it because not only is it great, but it's so simple. Like, literally, he runs it in his sleep. He sees something, you know, I mean, you max protect on the PA post shot cross play that we're looking at right here, and you've got 3 routes, but I mean, you're not getting sacked. And I mean, it's a great play. So I'm going to put the link to his channel in the description. You want to go check out all of his videos. This is his offense, and it's fantastic. But I'm going to add some of my own flavor to it. Some things that he didn't show out of this play that I really like to run. Once I started seeing how simple it was, when I was actually started paying attention to what Dubby was doing, I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. And then I started running some other stuff. So that is what we're going to do here. Now, he has 4 verticals as an audible where he puts circle on a fade, and then he can hit R1 or circle against cover 2. Again, go check out his videos for all the information on that. For me, with the play PA post shot cross, I'm actually going to be putting the tight end on a route, and I'm going to be fading circle. He likes to put circle on an in route or slant him and then motion him over. Just to give you a little bit of extra something, again, only on the short side of the field. So when you're on the right hash and you've got the 2 wide receivers on that side, that's when we can take advantage of circle on the fade. If you're on the other side, it's not going to work. If you're in the middle of the field, then it'll work. So let's take a look. So what we do is we love the play action because it's really, first of all, it's going to help for blocking. So any type of blitzes, okay, unlike the 4 verticals, any type of blitzes aren't going to come in as easily, even with the tight end on the route. So that's reason number 1 why I like it. If they end up being in a cover 2, as you can see right here, we're just going to throw a bullet pass and get the completion. You're also going to want to need to sometimes pass lead to the outside. It really depends on the position. Here, you might want to pass lead up and a little bit to the right. And then you're good to go. Now, it's the tight end on the route that really makes the difference on the play, because what it does is it allows me to make the first read, and then I know that I still have R1, but I've got X as a read as well. It's another thing that they have to cover. Obviously, Dubby's way and his whole reasoning for running PA post shot cross, it's his offense. That's certainly, the best way to run it for sure. I mean, obviously, he won a Madden Bowl with it. But as I said here, with that play action especially, circle can get wide open. Circle is going, it's the play action that really helps get circle free, because even with the correct flat on that side with only 1 wide receiver, and we don't have play action, he's not always going to be able to get in behind there. So that's why I do like to run the play action. It's just a little bit of extra, fake. Now here what we do is we put the tight end on an out route. And the reason we do that is because if they end up having a defense where he's in man coverage, sometimes maybe he'll man him up, or they just have a flat where he's going to play it, it's going to pull down that flat. And if it doesn't, and that flat ends up playing the receiver that we're throwing to, then we have the out route. And then, of course, we also have that route over the middle of the field. So it's a very nice, quick, easy read, aside from 4 verticals that Dubby showed. Now here, again, it's really just a lot of the same stuff. As you can see, the flat's just standing over there by himself, and then, we're scoring touchdowns with absolute ease on the short side of the field. Now, I was trying to tell this. The reason I'm actually posting this video is because Drini, who is a spectacular Madden player. I mean, one of the better Madden players this year, was facing Buck Slant 3 and Nickel Blitz 2 last night, and he had the gun wide trips formation, and he was running it, but he was getting absolutely roasted by Ken, who was running a lot of Buck Slant 3. He was mixing it up with Nickel Blitz 2. So you're going to see a lot of that, obviously, in July. So I'm like, you know what? Like, there's still, like, some of the top players out there are trying to run gun trips, and they still don't even know how to run it. So we're going to run it the first way, like I showed you. But if they're running, and we're not facing it here, but if they are running Buck Slant 3, then all we have to do is put circle on an out route. Now, obviously, a good player is going to make adjustments, but the idea here is that we are making adjustments. That's the whole idea. They adjust, we adjust, chess match ensues. So, as you see here, and we have the tight end on an in route, so just in case it's not open, we've got X and R1. Out routes, smart routed out routes, you know, in Madden 25, smart routed out routes were like, I mean, they were unguardable. And out routes have, obviously out routes are great, but they're so underused by people. Off coverage, as you see right here. So what's going to happen is sometimes you're going to start, you know, facing cover 2. If you beat them enough with this play, they're going to have to switch it up, or they're going to have to man the guy up. And even if they man him up and press coverage, the out route is still going to win a lot of times. But they're going to have to go to cover 3 or maybe backed off. So in this instance, this backed off coverage here, that might still be a flat. But that's okay, because now I've got other reads involved in it. But we're going to take our chances, right? We're going to adjust. They're going to adjust. We see it's an out route. I mean, this is just money all day. If they're running a Buck Slant 3, etc., corner blitz that has a cover 3 shell, as you can see, the corner blitz is coming in right here. I don't think that it's corner blitz out of nickel. I don't think. Anyway, I didn't pay attention. But if they run that, you know, he's just going to, from the opposite side, it's cover 3 shell. It's wide open all day long. So that's why I like to run it. Now here, off coverage, and he ends up pressing. Obviously, you know, we're just going to continue. We're just going to throw it. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. And we're going to throw in, you know, Dubby's corner strike, his slot. Damn, I forget the name of the play. Slot play, where he puts the running back on the, whatchamacallit. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. We're just going to hit it all day long. It doesn't really matter what I'm saying. The point is that if you see off coverage like this, and they're not running off coverage with cover 2, then an out route is just going to kill them all day. And the play action with the blocking and everything, it's just, you know, and then you've got a high-low between X and R1. And then if they're not sending any pressure and that doesn't happen to be open, you know, you got Dubby's video where he talks about square. We don't hit square in this video. But just take a look. Even in the man coverage, if we had went with an out route, let's actually go back. So they're in press coverage, right? So as the game goes on, a smart player, if you're going to torch them with this enough, right, they're going to start manning up, even if they're in nickel blitz 2, they're going to start manning up the outside guy. Well, that's when you're going to need to put Bryant, in this example, on an out route, because that out route, a smart routed out route, is going to roast that man coverage. Previous play is something that is in the game, and there's a lot of people, especially novice players, where they just look at previous play and they just assume that, oh, it's nickel blitz, so that guy had to have been in a flat. Well, no. If you're playing good players, they're going to adjust. So even if this is nickel blitz, which it's not, or even if it is a cover 2, which it's not, that guy on the left can be in a flat, and the guy covering circle could easily just be in man coverage. So again, if it's an out route, we roast it. So here, this is why we take X on the in route or the out route, is for this exact reason. Now right here, what I do is I have X on the out route in case it was cover 2. My first read was going to be circle, and then if not, I wanted to take X. Now, I end up getting in a little bit of trouble here because now I'm a little bit screwed. But, you know, it's only 1 yard. We've got Roethlisberger. We can run for the first down. But then, you know, you just do a little playmaker and you're in the end zone for a touchdown. So that's just basically the whole concept. Now here, it's a tight game. I'm up 3 and it's 3rd and 2, and I just really want to take advantage of this play again. So I flip the formation, so I'm on the short side of the field, and then what do? We just hit a quick little out route to the tight end. Simple. Simple, 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 and take a look. We're gone for a touchdown. I absolutely love that Dubby showed this offense, and I love that I started paying attention to what he was doing because, in my opinion, I can't imagine this not working next year. If you're watching this video, you want to remember all this stuff for next year as well. Now, I end up getting a little bit of pressure here. As you can see, X is a bailout. Without X on this route, okay, and I just run this play, there's no way that I'm getting anything. But we put him on an out route, and we get bailed out a little bit because of that. So you don't always have to block everyone like Dubby shows. I mean, obviously it's great, but again, here, we put him on a smart route at out route, we pass lead up a little bit, and we pick up the yards. That's it. I mean, this is that simple. And then, of course, the final read, which is the main one, that, you know, the reason why Dubby had said that this was his best play that he found all year was because of this R1 route. You have to user it, and even when you do, especially if they're a linebacker and you have your best receiver, even here we've only got Rodgers in that spot, you know, even if they user it, they're not going to be able to keep up with a linebacker. So it's just a fantastic play, and it's all thanks to Dubby. I just want to make sure that I give, you know, definitely respect Dubby a lot, and I want to make sure that he gets all the credit that he deserves for this because I mean, it's fucking fire. It's really, I mean, it's really fire. Like, I wouldn't want to face this, honestly. Like, an average user, honestly, man. Just an average user. See, he's trying to user it and he can't. You face this with somebody that at least know. They don't have to have all the reading ability and all the skill, but if they at least know how to make the right adjustments, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. So that's it, guys. I don't know what else I'm going to post for the rest of the year, man. I mean, it's late. I mean, the game comes out literally in 29 days, and I can't wait. At least for EA Access it does. And that's it. So again, all thanks to Dubby, but there's a couple more examples for you guys to help win your final season in your CFM, your Super Bowl. Run this offense. Just run this and run my single back wide trips. I've been running single back wide trips for like 3-4 years now, and I love it. But with all the pressure in this year's game, and you're in CFM, and you have the ability to set all your audibles and run your custom playbook with both formations, and you can go down to under center runs and under center bubbles and screens and KC China against cover 3, which is going to give you the ability to run a nice cover 3 beater on the left side. I mean, just so much stuff. This is what you have to be running to finish the year off. It is. It's just point blank. You want to win a Super Bowl. Maybe you're not even the best player, so you know you have no chance of winning with what you're currently running, right? Incorporate this. Get into practice mode and just get reps. Like, in your free time, just rep it up. It's so simple. It's so simple. I promise you. I'll see you guys soon.